Good morning and welcome to Memory Bound. Today is a pretty special day. It's Thanksgiving Eve Day. And we've got Diane here with lots of Tim Holtz makes for the holidays, and you are going to love it because you always love it when Diane comes in. So we're going to give you a little sneak peek, and while we're waiting to get started, I'll show you some of our specials that we've been having that started Monday. You might have seen our video on Monday. This Vicki Boutin album is 30% off, and we opened one today so you could see what's in it. If you wanted to make a holiday album, it's got sleeves and then it's got all of these pages. And then you could get a 6x8 tablet and you'd be good to go from the Vicki Boutin Evergreen and Holly. Diane's getting settled, and while she does that, I think we're maybe a minute early, believe it or not, Diane.
Yeah.
So I snuck us in early today. Just as people are gathering, happy Thanksgiving. We're just showing you some of the things that have been on special this week, and we've had some really good specials. You might have seen Kelly Ann and Katie Shane on Monday that went through a lot of the specials. We've been selling a lot of these travelers inserts, these little notebooks. If you were on Merry Makers, Teresa did a really nice project with that. If you want a tiny glue gun or the sculpting paper set from Sizzix, those are on special. And washi tape. Where's all of our washi tape lovers? They're only $1.99, and what I'm getting a roll for is to seal my Christmas card envelopes. It just makes it a little more cheery. There's Diane. She's waiting over there.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
Everyone's saying Happy Thanksgiving. Did I turn on my microphone? Yes, I did. We've got the little buttons, the buttons galore bottles, which are just fun to sit around, and those are $3.99. And then these haven't gotten a lot of publicity, but these little paper clips are really cute. They've got flowers and stars and hearts at the top of them, and those are from Spellbinders Fun Stamper's Journey, and those are on special for $3.99. I think they're $5.99. We have a question about an album to put these in. Would you mind just opening up one of those, Diane? We don't have the albums, although I think you could put them in the 49 and Market new albums.
Yes, the blank canvas.
That's
what it's called. Okay, so this one is just plain paper.
It's nice, and Teresa has taken these and she's added photos and stickers and all the good stuff. And you guys, I'm really sorry we don't have a linker today. Oh, and there's the lined one.
Yeah.
And it tells you when you look at these online, it'll tell you which ones are lined and which ones are blanked.
Yeah.
They're blanked or they're lined.
Lined inserts or blank inserts.
Back, here we are. All right, I'm going to put, I took a little hiatus. I'm going to put a link here. Oh, that's to our calendar. There's the link to our calendar. And we probably need a link to our specials. Oh, now Lori's celebrating Thanksgiving today with beef and noodles. When Doug gets off the phone, I'll ask him to link all our specials. They're out there. You can go to our Facebook page here. It's just the previous, down just a little bit, and you'll see a link to everything. We also have an album to show you today. It's a kit called Life Captured, and Janine made one up for us, so we're going to show you that. Lots of solid packs. If you like to get these solids, they're only $3.99. There's lots of different styles, and those are available. Lots of collection packs from Photo Play, and all of these are online. If you go to memorybound.com and you go to shopping, and then right at the top, you're going to see Thanksgiving week specials, and these are all on there. I think the only thing that isn't on there is the Copic markers, and they're 10% off, and that was Penny's idea, so thank you, Penny, especially with her coloring yesterday. And then we've got the folios. Got the folios here from Photo Play, and they're 30% off. And our album dividers are also on special. If you're making an album and you want to split it up into different days or places or people, maybe you're doing a school album and you want to divide it by grades, that's there. Oh my gosh, I can see myself too. There I am. There I am. So we have lots of great specials, and they go through Sunday. Oh, I got to show this one, Diane, before we get started, because we got a lot of Doodlebug lovers out there. And the Doodle Pops stockings, which you can get 12 Doodle Pops inside this nice quilted stocking. And they are Doodle Pops you can only get in the stocking, so they're exclusive. And actually the stocking is pretty nice itself. And then what we've done, we've inserted one more gift in it, and we're putting in a $10 gift card from Memory Bound with it. So,
Have we done the album?
no, I thought, should we go ahead and show Janine's album, or maybe we should,
Is she coming?
She comes in at 10.
Oh.
We'll show it when Janine
Yeah.
gets here.
Yeah.
Well, Diane, we've got a full house. Welcome, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving Eve day. And some people are celebrating today.
Yep, I bet. The weather here is gorgeous.
Oh, it's going to be in the 50s
Yes.
again.
Yes,
Sweater's
we
not
went
going to last
from
long.
Antarctica to
We did. We went from like really warm to awful, frigid, and now we're back to kind of normal.
yeah.
So we got to love that. It's going to be nice, I think, all weekend. So if you
Yep.
are traveling, if you're go anywhere close to Memory Bound along I-35 or I-80 in the Midwest, stop and see us this weekend. We'd love to see
We're
you.
very easy to get to.
We are. We're close to the interstate. And look at Diane's projects. Oh my gosh.
I don't even know where to start.
I don't know where you should start either. She's been
I've
working on
had
these a while.
So much fun. I couldn't stop. I really need to get my daughter's Christmas journal started, but I've been making a lot of stuff. And I just couldn't stop. It was so much fun.
Well, I'm anxious to see how you made some of these. Because some of them I know because you showed me, but others I'm really anxious to see.
Yeah, they're
And
just.
I'm thinking about making this with some friends. Diane, I think that joy would be...
And it goes together really
It's
easy.
It's simple if you're
Yeah.
crafty or not crafty, and
Yep.
it's just, it turns out looking really neat.
I really had fun making that too. So,
where are we
I'm not
gonna
sure
start?
where we want to.
We
get
don't know where to start because there's so much to show.
maybe on the tree.
Okay.
We'll just start. We'll just talk about this. I used the Tim Holtz new die,
And that's framed,
Tag.
framed
Yep.
tags.
or you can use
Any tags would work.
I like the size of these, but you can make it
And
smaller,
we have
bigger.
pre-done tags by Ranger, and they
Yeah,
do come in craft.
We don't have any.
Are the craft ones gone? Oh,
I'm
shoot.
not sure where they're at. But we have all kinds of tags, but if you have a tag die, you can
And
also...
we have a whole section on our shopping page that's called tags, and you'll find all of our tags in there.
And then the greenery is the new Tim Holtz greenery, and it is wire, so it's really easy to form.
That's pine twine.
Yep. And I just used music paper. You can use dictionary paper or just some other Christmas background paper. And then I used the tiny attacher.
You can see the little staples.
That was
Well, and that's so
real
smart
easy.
because that keeps them.
Yep. And I used some of the charms that we have. We have a couple different bags of charms. These and this one has the Believe, the Joy. These are the ones
That's
we
our
used
Merry
in
Makers.
Yep.
Merry Makers charms.
The Snowflake is the Tim Holtz one, and I don't think I have any of those over here, but they are the Tim Holtz Snowflake ones that are really cool. And then the berries, I use the droplets, the bigger size of the red.
The red really stands out.
Yep.
It really, that's just a cute project. I really like it. And if you want to make that, we do have this twine. You would just have to call us and we could add it to your order. Or you could use any ribbon.
We have all the different twine. And these are my 3 favorite colors besides the natural.
Yeah, natural's very popular. Well, natural you can ink,
I have a whole
ink up to whatever color you want.
Yep. So those are, and it's 15 cents a yard, or you can buy full spools of it for $19.99.
That's what I have, is a full spool.
Yep.
Is it like 100, 200 yards or something? It's a
it's
lifetime
lot.
supply,
Yeah,
unless you work at Memory Bound.
I don't even know how many. Oh, no, 400 yards.
Oh, 400 yards.
It will last you a lifetime. Okay.
Well, that looks good hanging on a tree. You could hang it on a mantle, across the bookshelf.
Yep, I put it on an old barn door on my mantle. I had made one about 3 years ago, and I have it strung on an old, really short barn door, whitewashed, white chipped paint, and I have it hanging on that. Okay,
We're getting a lot of nice comments. Diane, Dorothy says, "Happy Thanksgiving, everyone." She's thankful for Memory Bound and all her friends here every morning. And Sue says hello.
We're thankful for all of our great
And
customers.
Cheryl is bringing a couple of never been to Memory Bound before ladies on Saturday, so we'll look forward to seeing you.
Fun.
And Pat's got her turkey in the oven so she can kick back and enjoy the video.
Oh, good.
That's what Doug's going home to do a little bit later.
Yep,
Didn't you say
me
your
too.
husband was taking care of the turkey? All right.
Now, one of the things I like to do at my house for decorating is one of my trees, the one in my kitchen, I hang a lot of my tags on. So a lot of these tags will go back to my house and be hung on my tree. And again, they're just a various sizes of different tags.
Well, I like that you punch the hole up in the corner.
Yep.
I always think of the top center, and I like the way it hangs when you do that.
And this is the bottle brush tree stamp from Tim Holtz. You will see that I use almost every single one of his stamps and dies in all of my makes, because this year it was just fabulous.
Well, he's got one of the best releases ever this year.
Yes, it is.
So thank you again, Tim.
So the reindeer up here is off of this one, which is another must-have favorite.
And that's Photo Play.
It's awesome.
What's the name of that one, Diane?
Special delivery.
Special delivery. And
$15.99.
Teresa's doing some things with that too, so get ready.
I've used a lot.
So there's that little Santa.
Yeah, that little sleigh, and I love that. Oh, and all the verbiage.
And the cool thing is we got to have input on that stamp. We're in a group, a focus group.
It's awesome. So again, I didn't even use a tag. I just cut out a piece of watercolor paper, stamped it. The green I did.
Is that oxide?
Nope, it's archival.
Oh, archival. Diane says she's into archival inks now.
I am. And fern green is the one. Yes, fern green. I really like that color, and it's stamped.
So fern green,
really,
and that's what
really
she
nice.
used. I'll come over here. So that's what she used here.
Then I used forest moss too. I used the combination of those two. So I stamped first with this, and then on top of it the.
Wait, you stamped on top of your archival?
Yep.
Oh, so it's got kind of a two-tone-ish.
Yep.
Maybe you can
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Not like that one, but you will see
Some of
other
them.
ones that I did both of them. So I love those two colors together.
We're getting a lot of Thanksgiving updates. I love hearing that.
That's awesome.
I love it. Jennifer's doing it on Saturday, and her husband's deep frying the turkey.
Oh,
and Debbie's is in the brine and going in the smoker tonight. Boy, I wish I'm going to be ready for lunch right after this video.
Turkey does sound good. I love turkey sandwiches.
Yeah, leftover turkey's the best.
It is. So on this one here, I trimmed it in the washi tape. This is the new Tim Holtz Christmas washi tape.
So there's that little skinny one there on the edge.
There. So this is really a neat set of
and
washi
Diane,
tape.
Going back to the archival ink, we probably need to explain what archival ink is and maybe what got you to change, because you were kind of more into distress inks before.
I was, but I wanted a deeper color. Sometimes with distress colors you don't get the real deep color of that I wanted. And I was just looking through our archival inks in the back in our stash, and I came across this one, and I had not used it before, but then I started stamping with it, and I really
fern
like
green.
it. Yeah.
And the other thing about archival inks, you can use them with watercolors. They are permanent, so they're not water reactive. And sometimes I think they're crispier. You're going to get a crispier look.
And I really like the color of that fern green. Now, I'm a peel paint person.
She's a peeled paint
I
and
am.
fern green.
But I just really liked, when I started stamping with it, I just really liked it. So I use a combination of,
Yeah.
of
Diane uses everything.
I do. Let's see, this one,
Is that
use
the
the
same
washi
with the
tape
washi
too.
tape?
Yep. And then that little 1225 is right there that I stamped on the base.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And where's the Mary? Is that just something you had?
Mary might be. It's probably on
Oh,
one
it's
of,
right here. Is that it right there?
No, that's too big. Oh no, I think that is it. That's off of our.
So that's
set.
the memory bound Mary
Yep.
Making exclusive stamp set. We still have a few of those left.
Yep.
So if you
And
missed
they're-
out, be sure and get one.
The pine branch, the presents, the tree,
Hold it up a little straighter. so it doesn't
everything
glare.
is in proportion.
Yeah, we love that stamp
Yep.
set.
Yep.
Diane, remind me, we need to show the Vicki Boutin album again before we go today.
perfect.
We can do that, no problem.
Okay, so this is one thing that I made for Merry Makers. It was just a sample that I had made up, and we have the paper that is 3 by 24, and it is $1.99, and I just score it into fourths.
So
And-
it's 24 inches, did you say? 24 inches long, and it's
Yep.
one continuous strip.
So I just used up scraps. I used a lot of, this is our stamp. This paper here is from the Simple Vintage
Christmas Lodge.
Lodge that we use for Merry Makers. This is one of my favorite set of stamps from Tim Holtz. And then
That's the Christmas cutouts
Yep.
die.
and then these are
Oh, yeah.
my
Those
new
are the ones that
favorites.
I didn't know if we should get them or not, and Diane
Yeah.
loved them, and we have sold a lot of
Yeah,
them. So
they're really cool. It's just a really cool die. So
and
those are
here's where
Elizabeth
she used
Craft.
it right here. So you get the letter ones, but you also get the solids so that you can put a solid behind it or just do a solid if you want.
Yes. So that's just a really fun way. This is a Elizabeth Craft die that cuts out. It's one of the new ones. It's got a pocket. And then on the back, it's kind of just washi tape and different.
And you
Collage.
could make this with any collection.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, if you wanted more
definitely.
the Doodlebug look, you could get the Candy Cane Lane collection because everything pops really well off of black, whether you're doing vintage or brights.
And the flashcards in the red or the black. And I just stamped on it with the
Making Mary stamp.
Yep, the pine branch there, and stamped lots of different places. I
And-
love that stamp.
And Joan is commenting about Merry Makers, and don't worry, those videos, we don't plan to take them down. After the
no.
first of the year, the Merry Makers private Facebook group will be, I guess I'm going to call it archived. I don't know the correct word for it, where we won't be monitoring it. And I don't know that you'll be able to post on it, but you'll be able to go back and watch the videos. So if you want to see it again, or you missed it, or you're like me, sometimes you get those things and you put them in a bag and then something comes up and
Yep,
you just
yep.
can't do it. It's out there, so don't worry about that. And those 20, those strips that we just talked about, if you, I think if you type in accordion, they're going to come right up. Or you could type in these numbers 836277 in the search bar. And sorry, we don't have our linker because she's on vacation.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to give you the information we can, and
Or just call the store.
You
and
can
we'll-
call us,
Yep.
and also everything is on our or a lot of it is on our calendar.
Yes. I gave Doug a bunch of stuff to put on the calendar
So
this morning.
Diane, I love that. She's done Halloween ones with this also.
And I put the boys as pictures. I
Yeah.
make it longer so I can put all 7
she has
of the
so many
boys.
grandsons.
Yeah.
And what I also want to just mention about this is really nice to go down like the middle of your table if you want a centerpiece for the holidays.
Perfect.
And then you have a special little thing you can put out every year.
And you can use up a lot of your scraps. 'Cause
Yes.
that's really what I did. And then this one, I used all the washi tape, which you could definitely use. This one would make
And that's
really
the Tim
cool.
Holtz. What exactly is that called? Is it just washi tape?
Design tape.
Design tape.
Yeah.
You're going to find that. We've got
Yeah.
also on our shopping page on memorybound.com, up towards the top, there's the back end of a truck and it says Christmas. And in there, you're going to see Tim Holtz Christmas. And a lot of this Tim Holtz items are in there.
Yeah, I think I used everything.
And this alphabet dies are from Elizabeth Crafts. And they are called alphabet. Ooh, they're blurry. Alphabet tabs. So alphabet tabs.
Yeah. And you get, these are the blank ones that you can put behind. You get a heart, the and sign, and
get the
all
numbers.
the other, and all the
So
numbers.
for a birthday
yes.
card, that would be fun. You
Yeah.
could put the age or the graduation card or something like
or
that.
spell out their names, or
And Donna's got a bunch of grandkids running around under the age of 4.
Oh, awesome!
Sounds fun. So she's going to join us later, like
Yep.
maybe next week. We understand that,
We
don't
totally
we, Diane?
understand that. Definitely. Okay.
Oh, what a great morning.
I don't know where to. Okay.
Where do you wanna
let's-
go next?
Let's talk about these. Shall we go over?
Yeah, here we have a bunch of vintage images that are printed.
Yes. And you will see how I used them.
And we have the 3x4s like these that we're showing you. And then there are a couple sheets that have, it's not really 4x6,
No,
but they're bigger.
They're a little bigger.
They're bigger. We're
But
just going
they
to call
are
them bigger.
so much fun. So you will see how I made
Let's go
those.
see how you used them. We have them
And-
on cards over here.
Oh yeah, and on these books too, which I love.
Those journals, I think, are
Yeah.
maybe $1.99.
$1.69.
$1.69, and
Yeah.
we just cut out one of the bigger ones and put it on the front.
Yep, matted
we
it.
did here with a mat. Janine
What a
made these
cute.
cards with the little bit larger one, and I want to point out the Sizzix crystal glaze that's on here. And Janine used it because we had some to show, and then we sold out, but it is back in stock. So if you saw her cards and you wanted to put on that, kind of
And
It's
that's all
dim-
she did.
it's
That's all she
dimension.
added.
Yeah,
It
it's
was pretty
dimensional,
cool.
but it's glitter.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And it's solid. So my husband's happy it's not going to rub off,
No.
and I think Katie's happy about that too. So
But they're
all right,
really
let's go see what
easy-
Diane did with them now. You can
easy
see we have a
to
lot of different ones.
make different things out of them.
And they're $2.99 a sheet, so they're very affordable.
And I don't know what, there's 6 or 7 different.
No, I think there's like 12.
Oh, okay, never mind. There's a
There's
lot.
like 12 different ones.
There's a lot. But I made some little, these will be hanging on my tree also, or you can use them as gift tags. So
And you just
put the
cut
to
it
and
out
from.
and rounded the corners.
Chris, can you get our to and, where'd you go? You can just put to and from on the back of that. So I used Denilet, the to and from
Memory bound stamp. She's all over it.
So you can see all the different ones that I've made, and I've rounded the
And
corners.
she's got eyelets on them. You probably said that, and I was
Yep.
talking. I was looking at Chris.
And then this one I used some batting on it. I sewed, puts a button and a bell, and you can put that on your tree or on a package or stick it in a vignette display. And then, let's see. these
Diane, while
go-
you're gathering your next one, Kimberly has all of her Merry Makers items that we made on her living room sofa table as part of her Christmas decor this year. Doesn't that make you feel
Yes,
good?
That's
Thank you for
just-
sharing that with us.
That's awesome.
Oh, and Em is here. And Val helped her last night. So welcome to Memory Bound. We're so glad you found us and you got what you needed. Yeah. And we're glad you're watching us today. She's a new viewer.
Oh, welcome, welcome. You're in our whole video is so much fun. Every morning,
Monday through Friday.
9:30, and you never know what to expect.
That's true.
Okay, here is our to and from. This is a Memory Bound exclusive. It's got 3 different to and froms, and then it's got just for you, and then there is a to and from on our bigger set of stamps.
Those are handy.
Yep.
But how much are those? I think we need to just, is it $8.99?
These are $4.99.
Oh, $4.99.
And then this one is $14.99.
And then the to and
These
from
are
also
awesome.
has one that says just for you,
Yep.
which I think is kind of nice.
So all you have to do, if you use it as a tag, just stamp it on the back and you are done. Oh, love
Very
that.
cool.
Love that. So these are just different samples of how I made them for tags. Then I thought it'd be fun to do if you need a little gift. These are our tins.
Those are the Tim Holtz tins.
Which we all love.
They were really popular last year, and they came back this year. And you found a free one.
Yes, I did.
If they don't have a price, if you're new here, I always say it's either free or it's too expensive. That's how I feel when I go shopping.
$9.99.
They're $9.99.
Which I last year gave my girls each one with a gift card in it. And I just hung them on my tree.
They are a good gift card
Yes,
holder, and then you got a fun container for later.
Yep. And this little tag is out of one of the new Tim Holtz.
Says, have yourself a merry little Christmas.
And then the stamp is, this is one of my favorite set of new stamps. Just little verbiage.
That's called Darling
right.
Christmas. And I'm going to hold it this way. So we're right under a light or something. So here's Darling Little Christmas, and that's where she got those little sayings that fit perfect on the tiny tags. There's have yourself a merry little Christmas.
And then the tag is from this one called Collector. That's, again, one of his new set of dies, which I've used a lot. And in here, I just made all kinds of... Some of them I just left plain. I didn't put any twine. You can use them as little note cards.
Well, they match that little tin so well.
Yeah. And here's some more.
And these are all printed, and you can do them as you like. Leave them plain. You can. And we have a question about the eyelets, so I think we need to ring our bell unless you brought some.
No, I did.
Oh, Diane, you're so good.
Right there.
Oh. All right, so there's a question about the eyelets, and Diane used these standard eyelets from We Are Memory Keepers.
And this is my favorite set of colors. Are these the cool or the warm?
These are cool.
Yeah, those, I love all the colors.
So you have 4 different colors, slightly varied, and they're $3.49, and you get 60 for $3.49. Now you need, if you're using these, you do have to have an eyelet setter like a crocodile.
Yeah. And these are big ones, which I like. I mean, that's what
3/16
they look like. There are smaller type ones, but I like the bigger ones.
It's funny because they're calling these standard, and I think the small ones used to be standard.
Yes.
But, and again, I'm really sorry we don't have a linker today. Although, gosh, Lori is helping us out.
Oh, thanks, Lori.
But you could just type in eyelets, and I think those would come right up on our site. Yeah. And if you are new to Memory Bound, we normally have a linker, and our linker is on vacation.
Yeah. Visiting family.
They love your shirt, Diane, and they're
thank
asking.
you.
It looks like there's a coating on these, but there isn't. It's
Nope.
It's just the paper and how they're printed that makes it look.
They're printed on a laser printer.
So they're waterproof. So if you want to get it
Yep,
wet, you can, or if you want to add some watercolor, you can.
So I also made little note cards. So instead of cutting all of them out individually, I would cut 2 together. I would decide which one I wanted on the front, and then I just cut them out, rounded the corners, and made little note cards. So these would make a really cool little gift too. But aren't those just adorable?
And speaking of gift, Diane, we're going to have a gift here for Lori waiting when she comes in next time, since she's helping us out.
Thank
Lori,
you.
we're going to have a gift waiting at the counter for you because we really appreciate it.
So I've made some of my own envelopes, but then we have these in stock. They're 10 for $1.99, and that's the number, and they are online. There is no picture of them, but I just got it done yesterday. But these are a great size to fit these.
To fit the little
Yep.
items. Or a gift card. I think a gift card
Yes.
fits in those too.
Yes, I love that little size envelope. So that's what this one is. So then I decorated all of the envelopes. So this special delivery is
Is that a bold text?
nope. It's this one.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah,
Jolly
this is your favorite.
Jolly Santa.
It's got the special delivery. The December 25 is good. And I bought it for this poem. I love this poem. And then you'll see that this is this stamp. So I use this one quite a bit.
Now that one, if you go to our blog, and there's a link to our blog on our website, if you go to our blog and you type in Jolly Santa, you're going to see all kinds of makes with that stamp set.
Yep. That's a really cool stamp set. And then I just
Oh, yeah, I'm going to say,
included
what is
one,
inside there?
And then I did one horizontal instead of vertical.
Oh, okay.
Because some of these
Some of them will lend themselves to do that. I like it.
Yes. And then I inked it, and I put Merry Mail on the... Now, I think you can mail these. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I feel like
You
they might get lost.
Yeah,
we
you would
don't
have
know.
to have.
Let's see. Marcy wants to know what the poem says.
Okay.
I think on the Jolly Santa. It's a neat one.
It is a neat one. Here I come, though I am still quite far away. I will be there for Christmas Day, Santa Claus. Love that.
You can make really nice Christmas cards with that too. Like I said, if you go to our blog and you type in Jolly Santa, or you can type in Kelly, and that'll come up.
So I also made some of my own envelopes out of the glassine, paper,
glassine.
and this is the way we sell it. 5 sheets. They're 12 by 12, and
How much are they?
are $4.99.
$4.99. So about $1 a sheet.
Yep.
And the glassine is that kind of thin. It's not really vellum. It's almost kind of. It's not wax paper. It's a cross between wax paper and vellum. So it's a little bit sheer.
Okay. Thank you. Now these 2 envelopes are from the Tim Holtz envelope die.
Is that postal?
It is called Postal. It is this envelope right there. And it is a perfect size. I think I had to cut them down just a little so they would fit in there. But look how fun that is to decorate. Again,
And is that
it
Darling
is from,
Christmas?
Yep. I love those 2 Santa Clauses, and I really bought it for the garland.
Well, I like that you use the garland together. I
Yep.
would not have thought of that, but it adds, especially with the 2 colors. Now, is that archival ink?
It is.
Okay.
It is. And then I did heat set it.
I was going to say, with the glassine, you're going to
Yep.
need to put a little heat on your ink.
I did ink it and then heat set it on that one. And then this one is, I think, off of this one.
Yep.
And then our pine, and then this one is off one of the other ones. But my one that I really set
I
of
think
stamps
Diane
like,
just got all her stamps out and was
did.
going crazy.
You know what? I got all my Christmas stamps out and all my Tim Holtz dies, and I just started playing. And that's really how all of this started.
This
just
is holiday
started
postmarks,
playing.
which is awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you, Tim. He really has great product.
This
he knows
one
what he's
is
doing.
2 or 3 years old.
Yeah, that's a
probably.
couple years old.
But it's an awesome set.
And then, Diane, we do have a question going back to the,
Yeah, okay.
is it 4 or 3 inches, or between
Well,
3 and 4?
There, some of them vary.
They vary a little bit.
Yes.
By 24-inch paper.
Yes.
And it's online. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but if you type in this number, 836-277, into our search bar, it should pop right up. They're $1.99. They're made out of a black cardstock. They've got a slight texture on one side. And you'll find those. And I think if you typed in the word accordion, they would also come up.
I'm not sure where they're at online. They're under miscellaneous product, other albums, refills, and then they are under the Merrymaker.
Oh, so you could go to
too.
Merrymaker and
Yeah.
you'll see them. That might be the easiest way to explain it.
Yeah. So those are all of my fun. Oh, and this one.
And Wendy just said it's under the Merrymakers tab. I should have remembered that.
Yes. So this is an envelope that I made out of this set of dies, and I wanted. This is an Elizabeth Craft, and this is one of my favorites. It's just got all kinds. You get all of this, but I just looked this morning, and it has been discontinued.
Oh, okay.
I cannot get it, but if you have it, make sure you use it in other ways. So I folded my glassine paper, scooted it down so it didn't cut the top.
So she's just cutting this top edge.
Yep, and it was,
And you might have another die that will do that too. Is it that one?
I think it is this one. And I cut it down then, and I cut the bottom. I didn't want that, so I put it on my paper so it wouldn't cut the bottom. And I had to make it a little shorter.
We might have to show how to do that again
Yep.
sometime, because that is a good trick with a lot of different dies to not cut through all the way.
But again, as Teresa says, you need to think outside
So you
the
got
box.
the envelope that we have for sale, and then
Yep.
you made glassine envelopes with the postal die set from
Yep.
Tim Holtz.
And then
And
I
then
made
you
my
made
own
then you made a little top loading
with my really good sewing machine.
Yeah, well that's what you want is shabby sewing.
And then I just stuck one of the cards, or you can stick a gift card in there. But again, I love that stamp too, which is on the one,
Jolly Santa.
the Jolly, yep. One.
Jolly Santa's a good one.
So these are really 4 different ideas to stick in a little crate to with little note cards or gift cards.
Or pick photos. You can
Yep,
put photos in
yep.
there.
So that is that project. And I know a lot of you have bought these vintage images, so it's just finding some fun and different ways to use those. Again, and you can hang them on your trees too. And Katie and I were just talking about this morning. We use tiny paper or tiny clothespins. Where did they go? We have
Here they
right,
are.
right there. We have packages from Spellbinders.
These are $4.99
yeah.
for these little clothespins.
That's what we use. That's what I use to hang my little tags on my Christmas trees.
And they're called mini wooden clothespins.
Or you can use bigger ones too, but they're
You get
just kind of
24.
fun. I have made some. I have painted some of the bigger clothespins and used those too.
Oh, that's a good idea to
Yeah.
paint them. I've
Yep.
seen them covered with paper.
Or you can do that too, and you can stamp on them. Stamping words using the tiny text would be fun too.
Oh, that would.
That would have been a fun demo.
There's so many fun demos. Oh, I'm anxious about this though.
Okay, so I wish I didn't have time. I wanted to
This is kind of crazy.
make up one, but I didn't have time after I got it how I wanted it. But I took watercolor paper, just an 8.5 by 11 sheet, and I used the new
Lumberjack?
lumberjack.
Lumberjack
on it.
plaid, distress or
And
you use distress, not
I
oxide.
don't have one. I think I
She
might
doesn't have
one.
oxide
I don't
yet.
not yet. But I did the smooshing that we all know Maggie is famous for, and I did have a little issue, so I did have to have a tutorial from Maggie.
Oh my gosh.
But it was going a little pink, but all I had to do is, I love this color right here. That's the color I wanted it, and Maggie helped me achieve that. I just had to do it darker.
You had to do darker.
Yes. So what I did is not real heavy or a lot.
Kind of
but
blotchy.
Just blotchy all over this. And then I got out all my stamps.
And she has, well, this isn't all of them, but these are some of the ones she
Yeah.
pulled for us here.
And I just started stamping. And I'm sorry I do not have...
You know what? I think we should do a YouTube video with that. I think we should do that on a YouTube video.
And I
so we
did
will do
see
that.
It, this It was not an original idea. I did see it on one of the ladies that I follow, but I loved it. I just started taking all my stamps out and just stamping in.
Kind of random, wasn't
I did.
it?
I used black archival. I used the green fern. And I used, I probably used some of the red too. Yes, the lumberjack red. And I covered the whole thing with stamps. And then I got out my dies, and you can see all the different shades.
I see ticket booth right here.
Yep.
There's ticket booth.
Nope, these are not ticket.
Oh, those aren't ticket booth?
They are off of.
Oh,
this
is that
one.
the new one?
This is off of Collector. These two, which I again like.
So those are from Collector.
Yep.
Tricky.
So I just started cutting out and did a circle. This one I wanted that whole thing, so I didn't use a die. I just cut it out and rounded the corners. This is another ticket. This one I had a piece left, so I just made a triangle out of it. This was a tag I made. And then I got out my triangle set of stackable.
So stacklets.
that
Tim Holtz
are on
stacklets,
sale,
triangles.
And they are on sale
Oh,
now.
they are on
Yep,
sale.
30%.
Okay, let me run over there.
Yep. 30%
Actually,
off.
oh, maybe they're gone. I don't see triangles over here.
Okay, grab the squares. So
We've
when
got
I
squares
was-
and rectangles.
When I was, Maggie said you could make your own collage tiles
Oh,
using
yes.
this.
Yes, out of
something
that.
Like this. So how I'm going to use these, I'm just going to stick them in my Christmas journals that I'm going to make. I will probably hang some on a tree. I will hang this on one of my little trees.
So they'll just be like embellishments.
Yep. It's really making your own embellishments is really what it is. And I love this one. Again, I
That
wanted
is
all
cute.
of that together, so I just cut it out in a triangle and
And we have a
rounded the
question about
corners.
the large Avery L bags. They should be coming back in stock any day. So Michelle, we should be getting those any day.
yeah, they're great for stamp and die storage. Yes. So then yesterday, well, no, I made, these are just some more that I made with the bottle brush.
Diane went crazy with the bottle brush
Yes, I did.
trees.
And I used a piece of corrugated
Let
cardboard.
me get up close so people can see that. And you just put ink over it with a
Yep.
blending tool.
Yep. And the droplets. And these droplets have alcohol, mushroom alcohol ink on them to tone them down a little. And again, I sewed. And the 25 is off of this.
So, oh, I didn't even know
Yes,
that
I
little stamp
love
was
that
on
little
there.
25, and I bought this stamp for this right there. I love that, and then the 25, and I've used the music. And
I know that turned out to be a very popular
yes,
stamp.
I did.
Those
Yep.
images, the bells and the wreath, they are great for watercoloring.
Yes, and if you go out online, well, there's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of makes this season on all of this.
Now Cindy has not missed the washi tape trees yet. We haven't done those
No,
yet. have we?
they're
All right,
they're in
we're
here.
no, Cindy, you're good.
And this I just made into a little tag or ornament that I will hang on my tree too. And then the background.
Oh, yeah, I want to know what that is. Is that from, that's a new one, isn't it? I saw it earlier.
Is it?
Might be on the floor.
Well,
It's from a stamp.
it is from one of his.
I think it's a new one.
newer set of stamps. I thought I had.
I
them all
feel,
out.
well, I saw it earlier. It's got to
It
be
might
here.
Here, it's this one.
Oh, maybe it's not here.
Yeah.
All right, so that's called Vintage Holidays. So that's from Vintage
This is
Holidays.
a little older one too. But again, pull out.
Get all your stuff.
stamps. Yes.
You know, that's a fun thing to do on Thanksgiving Day after dinner if you want to do some crafty stuff, is
definitely.
get out your paper and all your stamps and all your holiday things and just have some fun.
And my daughter and I, we make all of our own tags for our presents. So we'll pick out just several of these set of stamps and just start stamping. And they're so much fun making. Really, you can even make them with your kids. And just my boys do like to stamp. They like stamps and they like the ink. They're not necessarily crafty, but they do like that.
Well, it's fun to stamp.
So this is another one
I
that
have
I
not
made.
seen this one, but I love it.
This is a new one. I just used a tag and put music paper on it, kind of tore it and inked it, and then I used one of the bigger.
That's one of our vintage images.
Yep. I don't know if I have that one here, but it's one of. Oh,
there it is.
There it is. I just cut it down to fit on my tag, and then this is his labels.
Oh yeah,
And
framed
I
labels.
Used the red, which we've talked about before, how to ink around the edge. I think Teresa has done that demo, and then put the to and from.
And that to and from, is that from Merry Making? It looks like our Merry Making stamp.
Yes, it is. Yep. And just set them around I make a lot of different little vignettes around my house, and I will add
You could put a little sprig of greenery with those. I
and
don't have one.
Trees are little bottle trees. And then
Diane, Debbie says her grandsons are 10, 11, and 12, and they like to stamp too.
yeah, I have them on, but they can go out.
Janine, we've got your stuff over there. We're going to show it when we're done, but can you bring us a sprig of greenery? Like maybe, yeah. I want to show that because that it just adds a lot. Thank you. So if you want to do a vignette, see how you can just add a little.
And then I would add a bottle tree.
Oh, Janine, we need a bottle tree too.
And
what else do you want? How about Home for the Holidays or bottle tree?
I would put a book. I would put a book underneath them, raise it up.
Thank you.
Yeah, anything like this sitting up, you can easily make a vignette.
Yeah, so just kind of get a little greenery, and I learned that from you, Diane. You and Dawn.
I love to make. I have several around my house vignette. I'll have to take some pictures sometime. Okay, yesterday I was inspired to make some more tags using the
the bottle brush and the stencil, the Element stencils, Christmas.
And I had not used these, and I really wanted to use them because they've got really good words.
You get 12.
But I just made that one up yesterday, and then this one, and I did the Santa and the sleigh, which is off of this set. So you can see I used this.
Yeah, you just had your stuff out.
Yeah.
I think a vignette with tags made with the stencil would be really a really neat group.
And then this is the other one.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho. And I was struggling again with my backgrounds, but I went for it. And again, Maggie helped me with some of my backgrounds. But I just started playing.
They look amazing, Diane. Everybody is loving it. The hearts are going like crazy. People are wanting to make some of these things.
And you know what? I needed to stop and make my daughter's Christmas album.
But she hasn't done it yet.
But I couldn't stop. This is Wilderness.
Rustic Wilderness.
Rustic Wilderness, the green. And that's
a good Christmas
that was
green.
The spray. And then I just spritzed them.
And Diane, we all want to see your daughter's Christmas album when you get it done.
Yeah.
She will. We'll have to send her.
Idea. I've been struggling on what I wanted to do this year, and I think that's why I've been putting it off, because I wanted to make it different. I went down to her basement the other day, and she has all of her albums laid out.
How many do you think she has? How many have you made her?
Garrett is 14, and I think I started making them a year after he was born, so she's probably got at least 13.
And what a nice thing to put out, and how nice for the kids to see them
She
every
takes
year.
the big ones upstairs, but then she decorates downstairs too, and they're part of her decor. And really she leaves them out all year long downstairs.
It's very meaningful then, you can tell.
Yeah, and her boys love looking through them. So anyway, that's all of my tags. So now for my last project.
Oh, whoa. Get ready.
This was so much fun to make. I was inspired by one of the Tim Holtz makers, Zoe Hillman, did a smaller version of this for his ideology makes. So her name is Zoe Hillman, and she's just fabulous maker. So I will kind of go through. This is the vignette square box. It's a set of 3, and we do not have them in stock, but they are on order, and they are called the wooden square vignette boxes from Tim Holtz.
So if you want one, or if you want, they come in a, like Diane, so you
Set
get
of
3
3.
sizes, and
Yep.
that's the biggest one.
Yep, this is the biggest one.
They're on their way. So if you want one, you can call us or send us an email, and we'll reserve one for you when they arrive. But you have other options
You
too.
do have other options.
And Diane has a handful of stuff.
So again, you can use the black crate that we use for Merry Makers. It's kind of big, so you can make bigger type
I love that
items.
crate.
I do too. And put a big tree
Oh, yes.
in it. You can stack it up and put a tree. I was trying to think of other things to put in here, and this is everything that I made up. And then also you can use this that Katie has used.
And that's the card file.
Yep, which I really like too.
Diane, I'm going to run over and take a peek at that to show people,
Oh,
because
yes.
Katie did a demo with this a couple weeks ago. This is the card file that Diane just showed us, and here are the little treats, little things that Katie put in it. But I just wanted you to see another option and how you could do fun things in here too. And you can put photos in those. I think photos would be really nice.
And make little tags and put your grandkids or kids' pictures.
Yeah.
in them, definitely.
Or fill it with gift cards.
Okay, so I'll go through this quick. I covered the paper with the
She covered the box
I
with the
used
wallpaper.
wallpaper or the backdrops. These are the papers that I used for everything in here.
And I have to say it again, that Tim Holtz Christmas release this year is probably the best
Yes.
in the years
Yes.
that we have been open here at Memory Bound, and that's 21.
Now you will see maybe a couple other sheets of paper that he used to do an 8x8 tablet, Christmas tablet, and I've been hoarding them.
Wait, H
Because
word.
it's got a lot of good papers, so you will see some
You
of
might
that
have some other
paper.
papers, but you
Yes.
can add to these papers.
So I just covered the outside with the paper, and then I used the fabric tape, which everybody knows I love the fabric tape. I used that on all the corners.
Oh, okay. I thought
Just-
that was paper, but
Nope,
it's the...
the fabric tape.
So this is also a new release from Tim Holtz for the Christmas this year, and you're going to find it. You can find all of this in the Christmas section, and then Tim Holtz Christmas.
Christmas ideology. And then on the top, I used the thin washi tape.
Is it like Fit Perfect?
It does, and it's
Oh.
made for that.
I think he planned that.
So I used the plaid here and then the words right there. And I put a little liquid glue on. I used the Nouveau glue before I put the washi tape down.
That's a good idea to really hold
yeah,
it.
Just to hold it so it doesn't come up. So I will just start going through everything here. In the front, I just took some of my favorite colors of the twine and wrapped it with the greenery.
The
right there.
pine.
So that's a fun
pine
way
twine.
to tie all your
That's a great
twine
idea.
together. And this is, I love the rope, the natural twine. And then I tied it with this. This is the
I don't know what you call it.
from
Primitives by Kathy. It looks old, like it's been kind of...
Yep, or you can use the
Oh, sure.
Tim Holtz wire. And if it's too shiny for you, just dab it with mushroom ink, or mushroom alcohol ink to tone.
Mushroom
it down.
alcohol ink is a really good basic because Paula Cheney, Tim's left-hand helper, because I think Mario was be on the right hand, Paula on the left. She discovered that a number of years ago, that the mushroom ink just makes things look older. Like comparing, I'm off on a tangent, but comparing these,
Yes.
like Diane put mushroom alcohol ink on the tree, the ones on the tree, and in the package you'll see how they start. Just gives you one more thing.
Yep. Then I put together 4 of the candy cane confections, covered them with Diane's glitter. I used just some of the Nouveau glue, rubbed it on with my fingers, poured the sprinkles on them, and
They're so cute.
and then tied it with my
That was a great
twine.
item for him to include in his release.
Yes. And I think everybody knows what my glitter
I know.
is, but just in
To
case,
hear you say Diane glitter kind of makes me chuckle.
we got the Clear Rock candy back in. So if you had been waiting for this and you were on our list, you should have gotten a call yesterday or maybe today. So that is back in stock. And then the diamond dust. I just combine them, and really I just dump.
So
There's no recipe.
if you need a recipe, do half and half. But if you,
and half, yes.
but otherwise, just dump it.
Yes.
Okay, and then Pat's asking about when this will be on the blog, and it'll probably be next week. But you can go to our calendar. A lot of the items Diane's using are on our calendar. So if you go to our calendar on our website and click on today's date, and it'll take you to links with everything. But we'll get pictures and everything, and they should be on our blog next week.
Okay, Kelly, if you get down in here, you can see that I've got dividers in there, and I'm not sure what they were called, but they were made. They were like these, and I don't know.
Oh, did you look to see if we had any?
I have not. I apologize. I have not.
We might
looked
have to ring
see
the bell.
if,
Do we have a bell?
Yes. If these are still available, but Maggie used them.
I thought something fell off an order. I'm like, where did this come from?
Will you see if these are available? Do you know, Katie? Do you know what those are? Ask Maggie. Maggie.
We're
will
gonna look.
Kindling?
The kindling. Katie thought it was kindling.
So you can see I cut some of them and I made little compartments inside here.
And you told me the other day you could use chipboard too.
You can, and I got out some
Thank you.
heavy chipboard. And you can cut this up, and I just they're all only held with Nouveau drops,
Or Nouveau glue.
or Nouveau.
We have 1 pack of kindling.
Oh, there's a pack of kindling. Katie's calling it kindling.
They are called
They're called something, but not kindling.
trims.
So it's the Etc. that tag board that he makes all of his tags with, and they're called trim.
And you get different shapes and sizes and widths.
Is there three?
There is 3 different
three
ones
different
in
ones
here.
in there.
They're the scalloped ones, and then
Zigzaggy.
yeah, and I
Oh no,
yeah.
there's more than 3 in there. How many sheets are in there? Like 4?
10. Oh,
So
my goodness.
you're getting a lot more in there.
Well, there's
There's 5
5.
sheets. So, and those, like what he makes his tags with, it's a paper product, so
Yeah.
they lend themselves really well to.
I think this is
paper
all
crafting.
one style, but these would work. You don't get, there's not a variety of, each one must be its own.
And then, or you could use chipboard. If you use
Yes.
chipboard, you can make them as tall as you want.
Yeah. And then I just covered them with paper.
And everybody, those boxes come stained like that, so they come brown already. You don't, which I kind of like because they're not natural, so you don't have to like try to stain it or whatever you're doing.
Kelly, I do like having this computer here.
Diane's over here on the computer looking up the product.
Oh, and they still are available, so we can get more of those back in. Okay, continuing on.
Okay.
Well, these are all the little things.
We calling these the littles?
These are the littles. And I just cut out a bunch of tags of all different sizes. I just went to my die stash and my stamps. Some of them
Oh,
are
they are little.
stamped.
Very cute.
Some of them are just plain. I used some of the metallic, Tim Holtz metallic paper.
You know, I just got that for the first time at home, and that's his metallic paper is craft. It's got a craft core on the bottom, and then it's metallic, and so you can sand it, or it's really nice.
And these are just a bunch of tickets I cut. Again, I used a lot of scraps. All my fellow
and we will
staff
take
people
pictures. We'll take pictures of all of this.
won't believe that I made all these out of scraps. And this,
Marianne says the diamond dust is out of stock, and
Oh.
the problem is the smaller jar is out. But you want
yes.
to check that one, Chris? Will you check that and see if it's in stock?
the 49 and Market washi tape that goes with that
Yeah.
set. Okay, I have a lot of stuff here.
Diane has a lot of stuff.
Okay, so this is another set of little tags that I made, and
Okay,
these-
so what are these little circles and stuff?
okay,
Oh my gosh,
it is.
these slides are adorable.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It is Elizabeth Craft,
Oh,
and I love these. This is
Boy.
called Winter Days, and then it has the die that goes with it. So this is the die that cuts out.
oh, I didn't know that went with that. Oh my gosh. Oh
with
my word,
that.
seriously, I love that.
Yeah, they make little clips.
I had no idea. I love these slides and the little
Yes.
circles.
So you get all different, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different slides, you get several different clips, and then the circles. And then for good measure, they threw on the
We don't know why they threw in the reindeer.
The reindeer. But
So-
this is the set of dies.
So the stamp is how much for Winter Days?
Okay, $16.99 for that.
Okay.
And we do have a couple of these in stock.
And
And then the die is $22.99, and it is called Christmas Figures.
So Christmas figures and Winter Days.
So these two go together.
It shows we have 22. It's online.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Okay.
All right. So here's what I think is happening with the diamond dust. We can't get the 4 ounce right now. Is it 4 ounce, Diane? The smaller jar
smaller
is out of stock for us.
Yeah.
So there should be diamond dust on our website in twice, and the bigger one we have, the 6 ounce, and that is $7.99. And I'm
what's it under?
It was under sequins, sparkles, and
Okay.
so
So we do have the bigger jar, and it is $7.99. So I just love all of these. I stamped it with
This is a wow for me.
lumberjack plaid, and then the black archival.
I want that now. I want that stamp set and I want that die set.
Yeah, it's
I had
a
no.
lot of
How
fun.
did you figure out they went together?
Well, Diana had got them first, and I had bought this right away, but I didn't know what die set went with it,
Or if it even
so
had
then
one.
And then I had to borrow hers because I thought I bought it, but I never did. So I'm going to have to buy it. But this
Oh,
it was
my
thanks
gosh.
to Diana that she put these two together. Or they
Well,
go
and flip
together.
this one over because it's more than just that.
Yes,
You get this Santa here, and he's even got a pair of glasses you could put on him if
Yeah.
you wanted to.
He's kind of a funky Santa.
And then there's the deer. So it's got more than just that. But I got to tell you, I love
Yeah.
those
The
little
clips.
clips.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So these were just really fun. I just went to my dies, went to my stamps, and just started cutting and stamping, and I put them together with a loop pin and hung a charm on them. So this will be a gift for my daughter. She will just put it in her display. She might not use it, but
But it sure looks amazing.
she will put it in her display. Keep knocking. Okay, then this is from this washi tape. The Warm Wishes from 49 and Market. I love this washi tape. And I just made some tags off of that.
So you put washi tape on like cardstock
Yep.
and then cut them out.
Yep. And these are made from somewhere else, but I just put them together with the clip. Okay. So then continuing on, this was the only thing that didn't come from Memory Bound was these little jars. Because I looked on all of our wholesale places and nobody
find
had
them.
little jars. So I apologize. But what I wanted to do is I took these, and these are on sale.
Oh, yeah.
They're great. They have more than buttons in them. They have sequins and little enamel dots and just all kinds.
And those are $3.99 and they're
Yep.
normally $5.99.
And they got beads, and how fun. So I dumped them all out. I added loop pins, mini paper clips,
I see a bell.
bells, just all kinds of fun things.
Just fun little things.
Yep. And then I stamped on the lids
With archival?
With the archival. And then this is Diane's glitter mix. So I made a little tag.
I love it when you call it Diane's glitter mix, and you are Diane, the
Well.
inventor of the glitter mix.
I thought she would like to have some of that. So I just made a little tag, and
And it says Diane's glitter on
it
it.
is in my own handwriting. So I thought that was important. And then just stamped the 25 on it. So those are fun. And then I added one of the Tim Holtz little woodland trees. And it's got the glitter on it too.
And you sprayed it.
And I sprayed it.
And we
yes.
just have a quick question. The other glitter with Diane's glitter mix is the Distress Rock Candy. And it's a fine glitter. So by mixing the fine and the chunky, you kind of fill every gap. And you can also use, we have a Sizzix fine glitter that you can also use. Or if you have a clear fine glitter at home, you can use that too.
Okay, in the next slot is
Oh, here we go. Someone
the
was asking
washi
about
tape
these.
tree. So I just took his tape, and this is the only one that is different. And I think we have that.
Yeah, we do.
All
All right, let me walk over here.
Yeah, it's all right. Hey, it's
Um,
Friday. I didn't pull everything off.
It's not over here on the table, but we do have washi tape that's red and says Merry Christmas.
Yeah. And then I just covered a piece of white cardstock and then cut out a tree. And the tree is from a really old die, so just use
Whatever you have.
whatever you have, and you can do different shapes too.
Yeah, I was going to say you could do a bell or
And
a
then
star.
I cut out 2 postage stamps out of the remainder, and those 2 postage stamps are off of the postal. Those 2 right there.
I didn't even know those were on there. There's so many dies on there, you just don't
there
even know
is.
what all is on there.
And I just used up some of the scraps, so then I thought it'd be fun to attach.
I'm going to be taking a lot of pictures. Okay, now she's attaching it with a mini clip
With a
from
mini
Tim
clip,
Holtz.
yeah.
And I just want to remind everybody that we have the mini clips from Fun Stamper's Journey, which are the same size. And they are $3.99 for 100. So if you really like that, this is a great time to get a package of mini clips from Fun Stamper's Journey because they're on sale through Sunday. Oh, you had them over here. Okay. Diane's so on the ball.
Okay, so then my next division here, or my next section, I just did some of the bigger tags. So these are the flashcards.
Or the littler ones? The littler flash cards?
I don't know where. They're right here. So I just took some of the littler ones and inked them and rounded the corners. And used one of the clips and hung a charm off of it. So I got that. And then these again are the ticket. And there's just
That's so
lots
fun.
of different papers and wrapped them with twine. And these are a bunch of tags. And I cut the tags out of the pocket cards.
Those darn pocket cards are sure handy.
Yep.
That's what Katie had used also.
So I made tags out of them
There's that clip again.
and hooked them together with the mini clip. And then this is
Oh.
this stamp right here.
Oh,
and I did
and you.
just stamped
Oh my
a bunch
gosh,
of those
that's so creative.
and put it together, or
What are
held them
those
together.
called? Do you know?
Penny, will you see if these clips are hanging over there? These mini. I think we got them back in.
So Penny's looking for that little tiny clip. But Diane, how smart was that to stamp this?
Yeah. I bought this stamp for this. Is really what I wanted. Then I took a whole bunch of craft tags, and I'm not sure what die this is, but I stamped the image from
Is it
that Darling
one Christmas?
and the garland, and there's that snowman. And we do have one of these left,
And that is Tattered Christmas.
which I wrote.
We don't know where it came from.
Well,
We had it.
I
We
might
had
have
it somewhere.
ordered it. And the background of this one is this.
Oh,
this
okay,
set of
that's-
stamp, or yeah.
This is stripes and holiday type.
Well, and that's what I used on.
It's
some
a
of
great
them.
background. Katie has used this on her little things.
Well, I think they came back in.
All right. The little clips we'll have to look for.
Yeah.
We can't find them right now, but we'll have to look
Okay.
for them.
I don't think So I just made up a whole bunch of fun tags.
And you just tied them together.
Yep, there's the tree, and just started stamping. There's
Cool.
the-
Oh yeah,
sleigh,
that's I
and
can
then
see
I
why
really
that's a
like-
classic.
like that. That's on that.
That's the
same
photo
set,
play.
Photo play.
I don't remember what it was called.
Yeah. And just did, and then just tied them together with.
It'll just be fun when you gift this
Yes.
for someone just to go through and look at everything.
Yeah.
But your box is getting empty.
Okay, then when I was looking at Zoe's tray that she did, she had made these, and I just loved them. And it's this die right here. It's called the Switchlet Seal, and we don't have any in stock, but it is still available. And then I used the Tim Holtz metallic paper.
So if you
Again.
want the switchlet, you'll have to let us know.
Yep.
It was the first switchlet they came out with,
Yep.
with Tim Holtz.
And how cute are those tags? Or little labels
Yeah, those would be really
or
cute.
whatever. But those were really fun to make.
I like how you stamped it in black and red, so it's not all just one color.
Okay, and then this is my little envelope that I stamped on, and then this seal is out of the sticker book, which
So that's the new Tim Holtz
Meg,
Ideology sticker
you
book.
hand me one of the sticker books over there. Thank you. And then I made out of this again. I didn't cut it
Oh.
all the way through. Thank you. And I made a little note card out of it.
I think you have shown a ton of ideas. This is like a week's worth of videos right here, everybody.
And then that set of stamps is one that it's an older set. I just needed a circle one, so that one I'm positive is not still available. But this came out of, this is a great set of stickers. All those words I just love. And then it's got really fun.
I just feel like his Christmas this year was brightened up a bit, not quite as brown, a little bit more red and
There's
green,
all the circles.
which make great seals for your Christmas cards or your little envelopes here like Diane did.
And okay, this is a tag that I made out of the 49 and Market washi tape. Also, I just covered the whole thing and cut it out. And then, I had to throw in some chocolate.
Well, of course.
So these are peppermint patties, and I just covered it with paper. And then this is the,
Oh, it's super cute. There it is.
this one, the file card. It's out of specimen. And I did cut it down a little bit to fit.
So it's bigger
in
than
here.
that
It is a
even?
little
Oh
bigger
my
than
gosh,
that.
that's a good
Yes.
size.
Yes. And I sewed it to make it a pocket. This is the rub-ons from Tim Holtz. And then I just stuck in, maybe we didn't get them back in. And then I just stuck in some of these. I love the floral.
Yeah, there's one sheet that's
Yeah.
all florals, and there's one sheet that's all music.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then I just stuck them in there.
That's so cute, Diane.
So
It's a
And
nice
then-
background to
and
everything.
you can make other things to put in the back. And then on the front here, I forgot to talk about those. These are the flare buttons that I just used my Nuvo glue around.
And that held on.
And
They
that-
don't have pins on them.
No,
They're just the button
no.
part.
So that's how I decorated the front.
Very, very cool.
So you can see that's the inside. And I kind of did, I knew I wanted a big one in the back, and then I didn't put these in until I got all my stuff made, and I just
Made 'em fit?
Made them fit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, amazing.
Wow.
Amazing, amazing,
I
amazing.
think that's it.
Oh, is that all?
Oh.
We do have a question. Catherine wants to know the name of the Elizabeth Craft stamp. And
It
it's
is called Winter Days.
Winter Days, and
it goes
the die
with
is Christmas
figures.
figures. I would have never put those two together, I have to tell you.
Well, thanks to Diane. She figured it. Diana. She figured
Good job. Well, people love it. They say it's amazing, everything you showed us, and we're going to take pictures. So I can't believe we went through all of this stuff.
Yep, there was quite a bit, but it was just fun. Get out all of your stamps and your dies, and you won't want to quit. And even
Be creative.
Janet, I have to say a shout out to Janet, has even started using some of this stuff, and it really is not her style.
It's not her
but
style.
She got the pocket cards and started making some really cool tags. And,
Oh, I got to see what she's making.
And she's even inking, because she showed us her fingers the other day, which she doesn't
Yeah,
like
she
to
got
get
messy fingers.
She did get messy fingers. So just have fun.
We love it. We love it. And we have one more thing to show today, which is totally different than any of this. It's a whole different style. Oh, yes. Thank you. Oh, gosh, I'm glad you remembered. Okay, here's the Vicki Boutin Evergreen and Holly 6x8 album set.
And it's got a huge
Oh,
spine,
it
which
does.
I
It holds a
love.
lot.
Yes.
And Diane can flip through it. It's got several pages of paper that you can write on or decorate.
Yep. A lot of it's
And-
already done for you.
I mean, look at that jar. That would be really fun to put a photo in. It's normally $36.99 and it's 30% off.
And then you get all of the pocket pages in it.
And we have the whole collection of Vicki Boutin, Evergreen, and Holly. So
And
if
it's
you
a
wanted to
neat
get some paper to add to it, it's kind of one of my favorites this year.
It is.
So that album is on special, and we got quite a few of them. So if you want to make a Christmas album, it's started for you for sure.
Definitely. Okay, Janine.
The one other thing we want to show is we're going to grab Janine because she made up a Simple Stories kit. We have the life captured 6x8 snap binder, and this is really special. It's something you can make up, and you've got it could be a gift. It could be your album for this year or last year, and the directions have every page a color page with step-by-step what to do, and it's got cutting guides. So you're going to get the directions, and then you're going to get 6x8 papers. And here comes Janine, and you're going to get the binder. Of course, you've got to have the binder. And there's the binder that you get, and then you're going to get enamel dots that coordinate, and you're going to get the life captured bits and pieces, and then you get an entire full collection kit from Life Captured. And as you look at here, you'll see it's got pages for each month of the year. And Janine put a book together for us. So, hi Janine, happy Wednesday.
Hi, Kelly.
Happy, let's see, Thanksgiving Eve day.
There we go.
A lot of people are cooking their turkeys
I was
already.
gonna say probably everybody's home making pies and turkeys,
Yes.
and luckily
Yes.
I don't have to do that.
Luckily, Doug's cousin is making pies.
Oh, nice.
She's probably home making, I don't know if she's making them today or tomorrow morning, but
Hopefully
so-
they get it out of the way.
But Janine, show us, let's flip through this album. Oh wait, let me mention the album kit is $59.99 for everything we showed you. And then Janine was so good to make it up for us, and she's going to flip through it and maybe tell us a little bit about it.
Pretty much pretty much use everything too that's in the kit.
You
Just,
used about everything you had?
yeah,
Okay.
So there's not much left over. A few of the bits and pieces, but
Well, look at the cover alone. Looks really nice. I love that.
picture is not included. But I'm sure y'all.
But that's
have
Janine's
somebody
really
that-
cute granddaughter.
She's in training with me. She loves to take pictures. So
That's awesome.
Only one of this one.
anyway, this book's never
Well,
gonna
it
last,
doesn't.
But maybe eventually.
But
it
the
will.
cool thing is, Janine made up this book, and now you're going to start in January, right? And put a
Right.
couple pictures in each month. It's ready to go. All you have to do is put in your memories, and you got her. It's good to go.
Kind of just make it. You could just use it as a planner, but I want to just use it as a way to take a few pictures. Well, I take a lot of pictures all the time, but get some each month, make something special and put in here.
I like that little flip on the front. That's really, really fun. There's lots of techniques like that.
There's a lot of flips.
A lot of flips. Janine was going to make this in a day, and it didn't. It took a little bit more than a day.
Yeah, I'm not. I guess I'm not.
Oh,
too
that's so
fast in
cute. I
another
didn't
flip.
realize that opens up like that.
And you can just use fun little your own paper clips or whatever. It's fun. Just pretty much.
So each month has a 2-page layout, basically, Janine. Is that how?
Yeah. This was one that took me probably an hour to figure out.
Oh, wait.
So it's pretty sad.
So it flips front and back.
Yeah.
So February flips and then March flips on the other side. Oh, what a cool. I have not seen them do that in one of their books yet.
Yes, and they don't show you a picture of that, but you can read it 5 million times, and then you'll finally figure it out. I guess. Hopefully, it's right. It works anyway.
I really like the
But-
colors.
I know. They're really fun. And so March has
A
another
little
flip.
pocket.
These are the white pieces, of course, are where you put your photos. And then there's a lot of fun little things you can pull out. Journal.
Lots of little cut apart things. So this is designed by Simple Stories, one of their designers, and we got the product and we printed the instructions so that all of you can make it also if you want to.
It's fun. I'm not gonna, but it'll probably take you more than a half a day, like I thought.
I know Janine's like,
Unless you're
well, I'm going to make it tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to be going somewhere, and
It's like the little cards and.
they're so cute.
I know. And this was something new that I'd never done, but where they take the use a little tiny attacher and they just put pieces of twine on there, string.
And that's probably the only. Is that the only thing that's not included is the
No,
twine?
right.
And I think we feel that a lot of people have that already, or you can use your whatever you have, a ribbon or whatever it might be.
So yeah, they're not all perfect on mine, but I'd never seen that technique used. But
Did they do that little flip on every month then, where it flipped,
Well,
or
no,
not every one
not
month,
every.
but
Every so often they threw that in, and this one flips. A lot of flips. I love it.
I think it's really fun. And when you make these albums, you not only have a great project when you're done, but you learn a lot of techniques you can use in other snap binders or other albums.
Sure.
There's June, July. Oh, that's cute.
This is got 2 pockets. Cute little thing.
So we got a double pocket going on,
I
Janine.
know. I love pockets.
So this is the Life Captured Snap Binder Album Kit from Simple Stories. Oh, I like that
Look at
too.
this.
Wow.
These
So
little
okay, so
tabs.
paper clips are not included also.
that's
You
right.
can,
You
and sometimes I like to
ones.
tie little ribbons on my paper clips.
Well, me and ribbons aren't always.
You're not a ribbon
friends.
person, that's okay.
But so I like the fact that it was just kind of clips and easy.
Oh, okay.
Well, clips go with the style and the,
Little, a lot of fun things, and I might not write a bunch, but you could just.
but you could
a
put,
picture on
yeah, you might put a memory there.
there.
And Pam's asking, the page protectors do come with it. They're actually in the
Yeah.
album.
Right.
The album comes with page protectors, and it comes with divider pages, which Janine said they didn't use.
I did not use.
It
the
comes with
card.
all of these pages.
They used the these, the decorative,
But not the chipboard?
Mm-mm. And there was one.
page sleeve.
Yeah, that's
That's the word.
left over too.
You
but,
really
know,
get
you can add
you really get
some more
everything you
things.
need except for the paper clips and the twine, and of course adhesive or whatever. Yeah. But otherwise,
You
you
might
got
wanna
everything you need, and the white.
Might invest in some-
Janine put in white cardstock as photo holders, but that you can put in if you want to, or if you're giving it as a gift.
Yeah, that just helps you.
People like it.
Good.
They're really liking it, Janine.
I think a lot of people have fun with it.
You know what I think is kind of unique about it? It's not seasonal. So like October, it just hit me. October isn't Halloween.
Right.
It's just generic. So if you want to add Halloween to it, you can. But that way it all looks more alike, too. I think it's more thematic. How do you like that word, Janine?
Well, I like that word.
I just came up with it.
Clips on these.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and you need to invest in a lot of foam tape.
Foam.
like
I was
Pop
just going to say foam tape. Yeah.
I kind of back and forth on it. Sometimes I use the foam tape. Sometimes I just use, if the pieces were little, I just use Pop Dots. But
That's a cute
This is a
pocket,
double.
too. Is that a... Oh, that's a double.
too. I know.
I've not made a double pocket, but I might have to.
I'm impressed with myself.
I'm
Anyway,
impressed with you, too, Janine.
You didn't think I could do
So,
it.
oh, I know, I knew you could. But I do, it just hit me like a minute ago that it's not like Christmas has trees and, Santa Claus. It's just like, I really like that about it.
I'd kind of like to get the. We don't have them, but it'd be fun to have the 6x8 pad of this, just to do other things with.
Oh,
it,
to add
some
more
each
into
camera.
it,
Yeah.
sure.
Anyway,
Another little
there's a lot
flipper
of-
for
there's
December.
A lot of flaps. I don't-
There are a lot, but that makes it fun and interactive. And then there's the back, and then this is the back cover, and it's got, you could even list something if you wanted to, like something for each month. So if you want to take a closer look at this, I'll take some pictures of it. And we've got the book at the store for a little bit, and we do have the kits, and that's the Life Captured Simple Stories kit, and it's $59.99. And we showed you all the good things that you get, but I think what's really important is you get the instructions, so you don't have to dream that. You don't have to dream it up. And Janine says it's good instructions, and everybody loves it. So Janine, thank you for making that album for us and showing it today. It's a really cool kit, and I was hoping we could get one made up because we do have those available, and they're online also. So I guess that's going to wrap it up for our day today. And I just want to thank everybody. Thank you, Janine and Diane, for joining us today and showing some cool stuff. And thank you, everyone, for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day tomorrow for Thanksgiving, or today if you're celebrating today, or Saturday, or whenever you're celebrating. We are so thankful to have all of you that join us in the morning and support this little adventure called Memory Bound. And we're going to be back on Friday morning. So I hope you can be back on Friday morning with us. And we'll see you then. Have a great turkey day.